Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P0013 refers to a malfunction in the variable valve timing control (VTC) oil control solenoid valve B within the Honda Civic models from 2022 onwards. The VTC system plays a critical role in enhancing engine performance by allowing for variable valve timing, thus optimizing power and fuel efficiency. It adjusts the timing of the intake and exhaust valves relative to the position of the crankshaft and camshaft. When the Engine Control Module, ECM, also known as the Powertrain Control Module, PCM, detects that the current received by the oil control solenoid valve B does not match the commanded specifications, it registers the DTC P0013. This indicates a fault within the VTC system, which may cause a number of performance issues. The location of the VTC oil control solenoid valve B is specifically indicated within the engine assembly, often found near the cylinder head, where the oil passages are located for optimal performance. The DTC P0013 indicates a malfunction associated with the variable valve timing VTC oil control solenoid valve B. This solenoid controls the flow of engine oil to the VTC system, influencing the timing of valve operations, crucial for optimal engine performance and efficiency. When there's an inconsistency between the commanded current going to the solenoid, as directed by the PCM, and the actual current sensed, a malfunction is identified. The PCM, which is the computer that governs the engine's performance, monitors these conditions closely. If the measurement falls outside the designated specifications, the PCM triggers the DTC code for maintenance. The solenoid valve itself, located on or near the cylinder head, is a vital component that can influence the car's power output, fuel efficiency, and emissions. There are several possible causes for the DTC P0013 condition. First, a faulty VTC oil control solenoid itself can lead to the abnormal current readings that trigger this error code. Component failure can arise from age, wear, or contamination of oil, which directly affects the solenoid's operation. Second, an open circuit in the wiring that connects to the VTC system can disrupt the pathway, leading to incorrect readings or a failure to energize the solenoid properly. Finally, issues with the PCM can also result in malfunctions. If the PCM is not functioning correctly, it may not accurately sense or control the solenoid, leading to a persistent error code. Understanding these causes is fundamental for effective troubleshooting of the DTC P0013. The symptoms associated with DTC P0013 can significantly impact the driving experience of a Honda Civic. One common symptom is reduced engine performance, particularly noticeable during acceleration or under load, as the VTC system plays a pivotal role in optimizing engine timing. Additionally, a driver may observe decreased fuel efficiency, as improper valve timing can lead to a less efficient combustion process. Engine rough idling or stalling can also occur as the vehicle struggles to maintain proper timing of the valve movements, which can lead to an unstable running condition. Warning lights may also illuminate on the dashboard, serving as an indication to the driver that service is required. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0013 begins with starting the engine and allowing it to warm up. You will need to hold the engine speed steady at 3,000 RPM, which is essential for assessing the PCM's performance in relation to the VTC system. This process is crucial because it places the engine in a condition where the VTC system can operate under load, allowing for accurate monitoring of the solenoid's function. Once the engine reaches this RPM and stabilizes, the next task is to select the appropriate diagnostic tool, referred to as HDS, which stands for Honda Diagnostic System, and then navigate to the EXVTC setting. This step is critical for retrieving the data and performing function tests on the VTC system to proceed with further diagnostics. The second troubleshooting step involves disconnecting the VTC oil control solenoid valve B's connector, which is necessary for isolating the component for inspection. This is a vital action as it allows you to test the solenoid independently from the system, ensuring that any faults are accurately diagnosed. After disconnecting, it is crucial to perform an internal circuit inspection of the valve. The expected resistance at room temperature should register between 7.14 to 7.90 ohms. This means thorough testing of both male terminals within the solenoid connector. If the reading falls outside this range, it indicates a defect in the solenoid itself, requiring further action for replacement or repair. Assessing these values allows for the determination of the component's operational health. In the third step, you'll disconnect the PCM connector to initiate a detailed circuit inspection. The PCM, or Powertrain Control Module, monitors and manages various engine functions, including the VTC system. Before testing, it's critical to first jump the SCS, which is the SRS service connector, using the HDS and allowing a minute for stabilization. This ensures the PCM is in a proper state for testing. Following this, you will check the VTC oil control solenoid valve B, 2P connector and the PCM connector for continuity of circuits. Particularly, you must pay attention to the resistance across circuits, which should read less than 1 ohm for each of the inspected wiring, signifying no open circuits. Conducting these checks will clarify whether wiring issues are causing the fault code P0013. The fourth step in troubleshooting DTC P0013 focuses on inspecting for any shorted circuits within the VTC oil control solenoid system. But short circuit can cause excessive current flow, which may damage the solenoid or affect the PCM's functionality. This involves checking the wiring for any visible damage or frayed sections, which could cause interference with electrical signals. You'll need to verify all connections are secure, particularly ground connections, as poor grounding can lead to erratic functioning of electronic components. Testing for continuity between connections will also help reveal shorts to ground, which must not be present for the circuit to operate correctly. Gathering this information can either define the issue or indicate the mandatory repairs to restore functionality. The last step involves a PCM inspection, which will follow all prior checks yielding normal conditions. At this point, the reasoning shifts towards determining if the PCM is the culprit behind the DTC P0013 code. You will need to evaluate performance indicators to understand the operating conditions of the PCM. This includes checking parameter readings on the diagnostic tool to see if they align with expected values during various engine inputs and operating states. If these results indicate consistent issues despite normal conditions in other components, it is likely that the PCM itself is malfunctioning. If confirmed, the repair will necessitate either reprogramming or replacement of the PCM to ensure proper communication and control of the engine's functions. After addressing the issues related to DTC P0013, it is essential to conduct a final verification to ensure that the repair was successful and that the solenoid and circuit system are functioning correctly. Begin by checking if the DTC reoccurs. If it is cleared from the system without returning, that indicates a successful repair. Following this, performing a test drive under various conditions will allow you to monitor the engine's response, particularly in terms of acceleration, idling, and overall performance. This is essential for confirming that the VTC system operates as intended. Monitoring the engine performance post-repair ensures that no further symptoms arise. If issues persist, Additional diagnostics may be warranted to examine deeper underlying problems. Preventive maintenance is crucial in avoiding issues related to the VTC system and the P0013 fault code. Regular oil changes are fundamental, as clean engine oil is vital for the effective operation of the oil control solenoid. Contaminated oil can lead to solenoid wear and malfunction, so adhering to the manufacturer's recommendations ensures optimal performance. In addition, consistently monitoring engine performance can help catch potential issues before they escalate into serious faults. Inspecting VTC components regularly will allow for early detection of any abnormalities, which is vital for maintenance. These proactive steps help maintain the system's reliability and efficiency over the long term. In summary, DTC P0013 signifies a malfunction related to the variable valve timing, VTC, oil control solenoid valve B, in the Honda Civic models from 2022 onward. Understanding the various causes, including a faulty solenoid, wiring issues, or PCM faults, allows you to effectively identify and resolve the problem. Following the detailed troubleshooting steps ensures comprehensive diagnostics, ultimately leading to a successful repair. Additionally, instituting preventive maintenance practices, such as regular oil changes and consistent performance monitoring, can help prevent the recurrence of similar issues in the future. By prioritizing these elements, you can enhance vehicle reliability, efficiency, and overall performance. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.